thing that I should be doing as my job right now is standing up for the RBA. Because my clients and the people that I deal with every day are at most at risk because of this. They're the ones that need the rides to get to the doctor's offices, to get to the stores, to get to the hospital, to get to the dialysis centers, to get out of the borders, to be able to expand their horizons. The offset of that is they're waiting for a son or a daughter or a neighbor to take them where they need to go. Or the offset of that is someone has to take off in order to provide transportation for that. Transportation, public transportation, is effective as far as economic development, the environment, and energy. It has those benefits. What we need to do is to find a funding source. That's the challenging part. I'm in government. When you get property tax caps, and when it's in your constitution that you pay 1% of your property tax, so if you own a home of $100,000, many government entities have to divide up that $1,000. And you have public safety, because you want to live in a community that has a police and fire department included in that. You have the court system, and you have the jail system. Those things are drains. So if you want to be realistic about it, I am not in a position that has to pass a tax. It is a moment of strength for a government official to say, I am in favor of this tax. And as a community, we have to prioritize what is important to us. I get the argument that I see buses going down the road and they're empty. If you're in here and you don't get that, I understand. But when you build it, people come. That's what, as a community, we have to understand. When you provide the transportation, people use it. And outcomes show that when we have it, people use it because the RBA can prove that the numbers went up. So here's what we have to do, in my humble opinion. There are only a couple options for funding. It is obviously a local option income tax. No one really wants to vote for that, okay? Because people don't, tax is a dirty word. And as elected officials, we have to prove ourselves, first with integrity in Lake County, all of us. Second, we have to sell the benefits of a product. So the benefits of transportation is it tears down borders because it's a regional approach. Economic development, it creates jobs. When Joe graduates high school and goes to Ivy Tech or Kaplan College to advance themselves, but doesn't have an opportunity to provide transportation, he can take a bus to Chicago to get a job. And that opens up opportunity because then Joe comes back, buys a house, lives in our community, provides for himself, and is a benefit to all of us. So we have to be able to sell it. Now, me not being a hypocrite, I will do my best to stand next to you and say, I am for some form of funding mechanism to provide for regional bus transportation. I will not abandon people that I am elected to try and stand by. So we must do that. And we have to get other elected officials to figure out what it is. There's a local option income tax, there's a wheel tax. So when you purchase a new car, there's an X amount of dollars that go towards different things, and one of that could be the Regional Bus Authority. There also is a local an income, help me out.
Credit tax we were talking about.
The low income credit tax. So there are options. And the legislature and the county councils are the ones that have to make those decisions. But they won't make them unless what Senator Landolph said is we make it a priority. And as a community, we decide that this is a benefit. And we sell it, that it creates jobs. For every $1 invested in public transportation, $4 in economic development is created. So if you invest $10 million, economic development, these statistics from the Transportation Association of America shows that you will create $40 million in economic development. Those are the figures. So I'm here to do one thing. It's just to tell you that I'll stand by you. And I won't run and hide. I won't give a speech and then ride off into the sunset. If you need someone there to say, I'm in favor of this funding mechanism to be able to provide for public transportation, I will do so. And it has to be fair and equitable, and it has to be a regional approach. And it has to be a collaborative effort. To think outside the box, if you have a target that benefits for having people dropped off in a bus, maybe we should talk to them for a contribution. If you have hospitals, if I had a penny for every person that I took to rehab, that Dial-A-Ride took to Fitness Point for rehab, I could fund my transportation alone. So maybe it's time to start talking to the Sisters of St. Francis. If we're bringing people to you and you are getting economic development out of that, how do you want to participate? And we have to have people sitting at the table to do that. I don't want to be long-winded, but I've looked into the faces of people like Raymond Fletcher and a young lady from Renaissance Center who's in a wheelchair. Obviously that is a dramatic example, but as a society, don't we need to be able to eliminate obstacles for people to get around, to be able to go to shop, to be able to go to the doctor, and to be able to create opportunities for themselves? I will be there for you, and I will do my very best. This is important, not only in this room, but as a region. We don't have many opportunities to say we've gotten something accomplished throughout all of Lake and Porter County. So let's try and do that and keep level heads and create the most efficient form of public transportation that can create jobs and create opportunities for all of us. And again, I will stand by you, I won't hide, and I will try and provide a solution. I thank you very much.